Welcome to Mount America Stadium after Arizona State football's 25-23 win over the West Virginia Mountaineers. I'm Parker Bay, joined alongside Editor-in-Chief Adam Kunin. And Adam, this was Jeff Sims' first start at home. He's played on the road many times this year. What did you see from him today?
Yeah, the offense started out a little bit slow, as we saw, but in that second quarter, they really brought an avalanche. The game, and 22 points in the second quarter. Didn't really score again till the end of the game, but he found a lot of different playmakers in that second quarter. Derek Eusebio, what a game for him. Career high in receptions with 6 receptions, 74 yards to add to that, and he was a really big component to why ASU did find success in that quarter. But Jeff Sims, 3 passing touchdowns. That actually matched the amount of passing touchdowns that he had in, I believe, the last 3 years of collegiate football that he's played. So a great quarter for him, but he really stepped up when they needed him to late in the game. They're able to put together that drive to get that go-ahead field goal. And so, when Sims needed to make some plays, he did, outside of that really big second quarter for ASU.
Yeah, and Shimon Mateer and Ray Leak Brown had the 2 touchdowns to cap off that second quarter frenzy. Coming into this game, the Mountaineers were 7 for 8 in their last 2 games on fourth down. Today, ASU's defense held them to 1 fourth down conversion on 4 tries. What did you see on those fourth down stops for the Sun Devils?
Well, ASU's defense wasn't perfect today, but when they needed to, down in the low red zone, they really stood up tall. Guys like Jordan Crook, guys up front, really held down the fort in those 4th and short, 4th and 2 situations when West Virginia, they didn't run the ball particularly well past the opening drive, but were really stifled down low in the red zone. And so when ASU's defense needed to, it bear down and made some plays, especially like you mentioned, I believe 1 for 4 on those fourth down plays.
And I believe one of them was from the 1 or 2 yard line, actually right behind me here in this end zone. And for the Mountaineers, they've went a different direction. They've went with Scotty Fox Jr., the true freshman, under center. He's led wins over number 22 Houston at the time, and then last week it was Colorado. He passed for over 300 yards today, as well as a long 90-yard touchdown in the fourth quarter. What did you see from his play today?
Well, Scotty found a couple playmakers on really long plays. It was the explosives that really hurt the ASU defense today. There was the 75-yard touchdown early in the game where ASU kind of had all the momentum, and West Virginia was able to claw back in the game with a 75-yard touchdown, and then the 90-yard touchdown was kind of the backbreaker towards the end. That was just a defensive lapse, poor pursuit angles there, but he really was able to step up in the fourth quarter with that deep. It wasn't even a deep pass; it was really just a swing pass that West Virginia took for a lot of yards. But he was able to keep his team in the game when ASU kind of stalled out on offense. West Virginia hung around. They found those explosive plays, but he just was able to distribute it to playmakers who then took those long plays to the house. And so that's something that ASU will have to clean up going forward. But on that last drive, he fell victim to Keith Abney's Island over there. Tried to test him one too many times, and Keith was able to secure that game-winning pick for the Sun Devils.
Yeah, and Arizona State now improves to a 7-3 record. They head out to Colorado next week. We'll both be there. Just a quick preview, what can we expect from that game?
Well, with this win and some of the results that we've seen earlier in the day, ASU is still in play for this Big 12 championship. And I know without Sam Leavitt and Jordan Tyson's return kind of looming large, it has seemed kind of distant, but there's a chance Tyson could come back next week. It would be a game where he'd play his former team in Colorado, so that'd be pretty interesting. But the Sun Devils still have a lot to play for here. Colorado, a team that's been kind of reeling over the past few weeks. We'll likely see quarterback Juju Lewis come out for the Buffaloes, but ASU still with a lot to play for, and they're playing against a Colorado team that is kind of reeling at this point, and so they'll probably come in favored, and it'll be interesting to see if they can keep this momentum going on the road.
Yeah, so that'll do it here for the post-game show. We'll see you in Boulder next week. Keep it here on Inferno Intel. If you want to follow any of our media, that's infernointelmedia.com. Follow us on socials at Inferno Intel. And we'll see you next week in Boulder. Arizona State victorious over West Virginia.